let's talk about monomorphic and polymorphic genes. Mutation can lead to the creation of new alleles or versions of a given gene. Sometimes the new alleles created through mutation in a single individual die off and disappear in the population from one generation to the next. And sometimes these new alleles take hold and become more prevalent in the population in the next generations. This means a single gene can have many different alleles existing at the same time. Alleles exist at different frequencies within a population. An allele that has a frequency of more than 1% is called a wild-type allele or a common variant. Wild-type alleles are the most common alleles in the population. Conversely, a rare allele is called a mutant allele. A monomorphic gene is a gene for which there is only one common wild-type allele, mono meaning one, morph meaning form. There's only one common form of this gene in the population. While other mutant alleles may exist, the majority of the population carries this one wild-type allele. Okay, now let's look at the word polymorphic. Poly meaning many, morph once again meaning form. There are many forms of this gene in the population. A polymorphic gene is a gene for which there exists more than one common allele, so there's more than one allele that exists at a frequency of greater than 1% in the population. While you can call these common alleles of a polymorphic gene wild-type alleles, more often they're called common variants. Now that we know the difference between monomorphic and polymorphic genes, let's look at an example of each. An example of a monomorphic gene in mice is the gene agouti. It has one wild-type allele that leads to a gray-brown fur phenotype that looks like this. While there are many mutant alleles that can create other fur colors like these, the wild-type agouti allele is present in the population at a frequency of more than 99%. This results from mice with wild-type agouti phenotypes having a much higher level of fitness than mice with phenotypes associated with the mutant alleles. In the wild, mice with the wild-type agouti phenotype tend to survive longer and reproduce more than mice with the mutant phenotype, which leads the wild-type agouti allele to be most prevalent in the population. An example of a polymorphic gene in humans is the ABO gene that determines blood type. This gene has three common variants, IA, IB, and the recessive i. Together, these three alleles allow people to have four different common blood types, A, B, AB, and O. In one study of a large Jordanian population in 2007, scientists found that the recessive allele had a frequency in the population of about 60%, and the IA allele had a frequency of about 26%, and the IB allele had a frequency of about 13%. There are many less common mutant alleles for this gene as well, but these three alleles are all common variants. Because there are three common variants for this gene, the ABO gene is considered polymorphic. There you have it, the difference between a monomorphic gene and a polymorphic gene. Explore other videos on my channel to learn more.